How about watch this? Oh, someone erased The Boys. Now we have nothing. Watch this.
That's what I did that.
Just watch this.
It's just called Watch
Oh,
This
that's
now.
so lame. Now we're going to get a lot of negative comments from DDD Trump saying that we're too woke. We can't even name the thing.
Nope, it's just called Watch This. Hey, watch this.
How about watch this, Proud White America? No, that's not good.
Let's workshop that one.
Well, yeah,
just a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard to do this on the
roll
spot.
out with that.
Yeah. I'll think about it. All right, what have we been watching?
Yeah.
No movies. Nobody's been watching any movies. I almost watched that King Richard movie on HBO Max. I'd like to see that.
I like. Is that what this is now?
Yes,
Almost watched it.
It's my wish list. By the way, next week, before I forget, and I didn't write it down here, next week, let's plan. We need to have our favorite games of 2021 and our favorite TV movies of 2021. So maybe we break those up into 2 different episodes. Maybe we do the TV ones next week and then the game ones the week after. Does that sound like a plan?
Sure.
This is how we make the show, everybody.
I guess so. Yeah. Why not?
This is how the show is made. All right. So come prepared next week for our favorite TV and movie shows, TV and movies of this year. So TV shows. I don't know. Was that a sentence?
That was perfect.
Nailed it. We started watching a really good TV show that might be on this list, actually. A latecomer for us anyway. It's called The Great. Have you heard of this? It's on Hulu. Wombat's heard of it because you've heard of it, Shipwreck?
I get commercials for it. Yes.
Oh, it's a movie it's a movie. It's a show
It's a show.
What is a movie and a show anymore? Everything's like at least everything's too long. It's a show about Catherine the Great moving to Russia and marrying Peter, not Peter the Great, but Peter the Great's son. And it's a comedy, though. It's a very raunchy comedy, and it's very funny. I know when I say Catherine the Great, half the audience, their eyes roll back in their head and they tune out. But this is a raunchy comedy. There's a lot of fucking. There's a lot of cursing. There's blood. There's humor, laugh out loud moments. The guy who plays Peter Wombat His name is Peter Wombat? No, he's the guy who plays Beast in the X-Men movies, in the recent X-Men movies.
Okay. Yeah.
I knew I recognized him from somewhere, but he's very funny in this.
He's less blue in this, though.
He's barely blue in the X-Men movies.
I don't remember
me off.
I
can hardly remember the X-Men movies at this point.
He's basically he's playing the opposite of Beast in this movie. Like, he's a complete asshole, but you feel a little sorry for him. But he's the Emperor of Russia. Anyway, I highly recommend it. We've watched 3 episodes so far. The Great. Usually when they name something like that, it's a jinx. Like, it's going to be shitty because it makes it easier for the critics. But this one's actually really great. What have you been watching?
I started watching, is it pronounced Voir? I want to say Voir, but I have a feeling it's probably Voir?
Voir.
I don't know. Anyway,
Voir.
It's David Fincher's new documentary series that's on Netflix. It's basically a verbal essays on film studies from different film critics and writers. And it's very interesting if you're into movies, movie tropes, the history of film. The first one is about Jaws and the impact that movie had on how people go to the movies.
And the beach.
And the beach. Yes, that's part of it. And that one was good. I didn't love it. It wasn't my favorite. I've only watched the first 3. The second one is about revenge in movies and why we like to see revenge stories. And that one was really intense. I think you'd really like that one, Cheapy. It's really good. I watched the trailer
for this. It looked pretty cool.
And I also watched the one about why we like unlikable characters in movies, which was also a really good one. They're short. I think the longest episode is 22 minutes, but some of them are as short as like 16 minutes.
Oh, I like that. This is selling me.
Yeah, and there's only 6 episodes.
I like it. Okay, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, it's totally worth it. Or 5. There may only be 5. It doesn't matter. There's not a lot of episodes, and I haven't watched them all. But it's really good. I highly recommend it. You'll learn things, which that's always nice.
Okay.
And,
yeah, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch that. Before I forget, Shanafan had an idea. Let me run it by you, see what you think. Now that Shipwreck has Netflix, Shanafan wants us to force you to watch things that we liked on Netflix that you really don't have any interest in watching. And he suggested we make a wheel, a digital wheel of Netflix and Wombat and I get to put our picks on there, and then we spin the wheel, and then you have to watch at least one episode of it.
I don't think there's anything I would recommend Shipwreck watch that I don't think he would enjoy, because I would do that to him. I know that might be antithetical to this whole experiment.
thinks he's going to convert me to the type of shows that he likes.
No.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
I would say, Shipwreck should watch the first season of Daredevil.
No, I saw that. That was why I canceled Netflix.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the first season was good, but nothing else.
It's true. Maybe not Daredevil. Was it Daredevil or one of the ones that came soon after Daredevil?
I made it through Daredevil and an episode of Jessica Jones. The Jessica Jones one was good. It was just too much. I didn't
too bloody.
Like
it was too much blood.
I watched some of the Iron Fist.
That's bad. Iron Fist is bad.
We finished that.
That's worth canceling.
Was there a Luke Cage show by himself?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It started off good, and then they forgot to have him do stuff.
Yeah.
This is the point where I canceled it.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I was I'm not watching this.
Stuff. I was gonna say what I was gonna say was the first season of Daredevil is the only Marvel thing you needed to watch.
All I know
but
is
I didn't realize that you didn't get that. You already did that, and that was the end of that.
I'm very emboldened now to make this wheel and just put all those Marvel Netflix shows on there. Punisher, you haven't seen Punisher? But
yeah, I haven't seen Punisher.
Wait, there was a Punisher show?
Yeah, that was the last one, I think.
Yeah,
I think it was supposed to be good. Maybe. Oh.
I did not like it. I did not really like it at all. I liked him as the Punisher, but I didn't like the show.
Okay.
I think you would like the Masters of the Universe cartoon. I think you would like that a lot.
That doesn't get to go on the wheel.
No.
What else? That's something I'm going to check out just because I need to see it.
Yeah.
Midnight
I'm
Mass
trying to think of anything else I watched on Netflix that I was like, yeah, you should watch that. You should watch Red Notice. I would put that on there just to watch you.
You would like that though. Don't put that on the wheel.
I don't know what that is, so.
That's the Ryan Reynolds, The Rock, Gal Gadot.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that Mrs. Shipwreck signed up for it, right?
Of course.
To watch that.
Yeah.
See, Wombat's got your back on the wheel, and it's not going to be hard to see who selected what. I feel for the wheel of Shipwreck.
And I'm trying to think of you. I like The Harder They Fall. I don't know if you would.
I want to see that. That's the Western.
That's the Western. I watched that movie.
It looked a little silly in the trailer. Like it was trying to be too cool.
It's not silly. It has its at points. It's like, oh, that was graphic for graphics violence sake.
Oh, Castlevania. I watched that too. That was not my jam either.
Really? It was pretty good. That's good though. You didn't like Castlevania?
Not my thing.
I could see that being a not his thing.
Not what I'm into.
Did you watch any of those documentaries about rock and roll that are on there? Because there's a bunch.
I'm sure I did some. I have not seen the second season of Toys That Made Us.
There you go. That's good. I think is Echoes in the Canyon, I believe, is a Netflix one. That's a good rock and roll one.
Sure. There's all of this fine programming on
there's
Netflix.
A 4-hour Bob Dylan one on there that takes place in the late 70s. Oh, that one's that's punishment. That's a
No thanks.
We can spin the wheel and I'll try an episode of whatever these things are.
Yeah, that's the idea. You don't have to commit.
I'll try it.
Yeah.
You can watch Nailed It. You'd probably like that.
But you have to.
Dashiell Found the Floor is Lava.
Yep,
as well.
that's not bad. That's not bad.
He's really into that.
I'm sure. He's probably building the courses in your house.
That's all it is, right? Like he's going around the entire house while he's watching it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I do that at the ping pong club.
We have been watching Hawkeye. Speaking of a show that's not on Netflix.
That's you, not Wombat?
I mean, I've been watching it too. I'm up to date. I've watched episodes 1 through 4.
We're only 1 through 2.
Okay.
I'm We both like it. With Mr.
It's a good
Shipwreck
show.
and we enjoy the Hawkeye show.
Hmm.
Ready for this, Cheapy?
Yeah.
The director of half of the Hawkeye season is also the director of half of the Great seasons. So same director on both those shows. So that might pique your interest for Hawkeye.
Interesting.
I know. That's why I said it.
Feels.
Is there a lot of fucking in
like
Hawkeye?
Movie, yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. It feels like movie level production on one of these shows, right?
Oh,
like
yeah. Interesting.
It has movie star feel, right? Like some of the other ones, it's just like, I don't know. We're making a show here, but it's not really, you don't care. Like Jeremy Renner's a pretty good actor as far as the Marvel universe goes. I would say he's one of the more like, oh, this guy he's got acting chops where people like him in roles.
I like Haley Steinfeld as an actor as well.
Yeah. That's the Bumblebee lady.
That is Bumblebee. She's Oscar nominated for True Grit.
For Bumblebee.
For Bumblebee.
She was Bumblebee.
She was Bumblebee, and she was also the girl. She played both characters. Few people know that.
Talent, very talented.
Yeah. So it's it's similar to like a crime, any kind of TV crime drama type of thing, right? That's a little bit not realistic.
Is there a lot of fighting in it?
There isn't until every episode has like its scene.
It's action scene or two, yeah.
Yeah. The third episode probably has the most action.
Right.
Which is also it's the midway point of the series also because it's only 6 episodes, so they kind of they have that set piece. Which is really good. The third episode's probably the best. And then it goes to the 4th episode, which is very talky. So
all right. Hawkeye. Maybe I'll watch it, but maybe not.